Good morning, Darren here from What's My Limit. Quick video today. We're going to have a quick go over the questions and answers, the questions we ask ourselves about our limits, how far we can push ourselves, how far we're willing to push ourselves, and the places we want to be compared to where we are, what we need to do to get there, the questions we ask along the way, and how we answer them. Okay, so I know I face a lot of things that I wanted to do, fitness-wise or whatever it may be. It's the same with building the business. It's a challenge, and we know it, and we are facing a lot of challenges, the same as any like going to the gym regimes that I've been on. You know, you hit the wall and you're just like, well, why am I doing this? What am I gaining from this? Where is this going? And all the rest of it. And like so many things, getting to the good stuff takes time, and that's what derails a lot of people, is the time it takes. It doesn't happen overnight, and so a lot of people have the best of intentions in their mind. They're like, that's what I want to do. I'm going to do that. And, you know, they go to 2-3 sessions and they're like, well, it hasn't come to fruition yet where I wanted. And unfortunately, that's just how it is. You know, there's not much that can change about that, except for the fact that it changed the mindset to stay on the course. And that's how you end up with achieving those goals. Because it's that classic line, if that was that easy, everyone would be achieving it every day, and there would be no such thing as people feeling down because everyone would be achieving. But on the flip side, I think there would be a lot of people feeling down because everyone's achieving the exact same thing as them, and are they really getting ahead of anyone because they're all achieving the same thing? You know, so it is it's a constant race and a constant internal questioning of yourself. And people go, oh, if you're hearing voices in your head, you're crazy. But I tell you what, through some of the toughest physical challenges that I've been through, I've had all sorts of internal debates inside my mind and all the rest of it, where you're talking to yourself, you're asking yourself, why are you doing this? Should you be doing this? You can stop right now. You don't need to be doing this. You know, and it's quite right. I could have stopped some of the things that I was doing, you know, running for however long or lifting or whatever it may have been. I could have stopped right then and there, and the discomfort would have ended right then and there. And very quickly I would have learned that I need to learn to endure a bit more. And so while I'm sometimes doing these things, I ask myself, is there any good reason for you to stop? Do you need to stop? You know, when I'm running or when I'm lifting or when I'm working on the business or doing anything, you know, it's an ongoing thing. I ask myself, do you need to stop? Is there any reason that you need to stop? And that is the key word, need. Do you need to? Well, in most cases, we don't need to. We just choose to. Yeah, and when it comes to especially fitness, the body's telling us, hey, that's discomfort, I don't like that, let's stop. So generally we'll stop long before we actually have to, because the body's telling us, I don't want to be in any sort of discomfort. And it's the same with achieving things. If we're not achieving things, the body, mind starts telling us, well, we're not achieving anything, so do we need to keep doing this? Why don't we just stop? And you could stop, you know, and you end up back where you started, or you stay on the rails and you keep going, you keep driving and pushing for it, and eventually you answer those questions by your actions with achieving, you know. And because we all want to achieve, we all want to get to those goals and all the rest of it, and it is a constant battle. But it's the thought process of asking yourself, why am I doing this? Answering with positive answers instead of finding a negative answer that complements the negative question. Okay, so we need to, if we have a negative question, we need to counter it with a positive answer as to why we're doing it and how long we're going to do it for, which is we're going to do it until we achieve what we want to achieve, and then once we achieve that, we'll be feeling good, so we may just keep going as well. Okay, and that's the bottom line of what we're getting to, is the negative question needs to be countered with a positive answer. If you answer a negative question with a negative answer, you're going to have a negative result. You're going to end up doing something negative, i.e. coming off the rails, not doing it anymore. Okay, and the more you can squash those negative questions with positive answers, you stay on the thing. And the longer you stay on, the better and better it gets. The better you feel about yourself because you didn't succumb to those negative questions and those negative vibes of negative wanting to stop and all the rest of it. And it's all about confidence. Every time you beat that negativity, the confidence builds and you just want to keep going and going and going. And it can be hard once you hit that negative wall. Okay, but for what we do here, with What's My Limit and all the rest of it, we're there to support with that and get you through that wall, and to bounce things off us and say, look, you know, I'm feeling this, and we're going to support you and everything else, but at the same time, we want you to learn and become your biggest supporter, and your biggest lift up is in yourself, so that when you hit that situation and you think there is no one I can turn to you. Find that positive answer to the negative question, dull out the negative, take the positive, keep going forward, and then you become your biggest support. Okay, and there's the strength in that you get from being your biggest support is spot on. You just keep going. Every time you hit a challenge, you know how, and you've learned how, and you know how to readjust yourself, put the foot back on the accelerator of positivity and go forward. Okay, they're always going to do the negative brake. Is always going to try and be applied. Okay, but ignore that negative brake and keep your foot on the positive accelerator. Okay, if you head off in a very negative direction, then you need to change the pedals around to being a positive brake and a negative accelerator. Take your foot off the negative accelerator, slam your foot on the positive brake, find a reason, change gear, and then change the pedals back around to a positive accelerator, negative brake. No need for the negative brake, you only want the positive accelerator. It's all about that way of thinking, and it does so much for your inner thoughts, your inner feeling about yourself and all the rest of it, and you then start to build stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay, so this very quick video. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for the continued support for the page and the business. We are slowly getting to where we want to be, and it is thanks to a lot of people supporting us and all the rest of it, and we are truly thankful. We'll make other videos along the way. Thank you, and I also share the page, refer people to us if you want, and we're truly grateful for that. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.